Hello, my brothers and sisters. Reverend Hagan here. I'm not here to talk about Off the Beaten Path or a movie review or Scream Radio or any of that stuff. I just felt a real need to put a message out tonight, okay? And that message is I love you, okay? If you're anything like me, I personally suffer from bipolar, depression, heavily, and some manic stuff, PTSD, and autoimmune disease. I know how hard it can be. All right. I even tried to kill myself a couple of times when I was much younger. These were not cries for help. I didn't tell anybody about them till way after the fact, unless the people that found me, saw what was going on. And I got to a place where I was screaming at the universe. I don't get it. Okay? Whatever lesson I'm supposed to learn in this life, I'm not getting it. Other people seem to know what's going on, seem to know how to do this thing. I don't. And I don't think I want to. People are ugly. People are vicious. People are mean. They're spiteful. That's where my head was at. But I'm here to tell you I made it through it. Or I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you today at 55, right? How I did it, I couldn't tell you back then. All right? But this is what I am here to tell you. If you're feeling like that, if you're feeling like you want to hurt yourself or hurt somebody else, don't do it. Hold on. Okay? There's people out there that love you. Right now on the screen, a suicide prevention number's coming up. And I know. I don't want to talk to I don't want to talk to anybody right now. I can barely function. You're asking too much of me. I've been there too. All right? But reaching out's the only way you're going to make it through it. And you're going to make it through it. All right? For a very long time, I wouldn't reach out to friends or family when I felt like that. For one thing, I kind of felt like a burden. Oh, God, Hagen's calling again. Oh, here we go. Even though I'd never really called before. But that's what it felt like, okay? And not that your feelings aren't valid, but feelings aren't always fact. Because the reality was my friends would have done anything for me if I had just reached out. Okay? The other reason I didn't want to reach out is that I didn't want to look bad. I didn't want to look diminished in my friends and family's eyes. Even though it was painfully aware for everybody around me that something was wrong, it still held me back. So one of the nice things about these 800 numbers is that it's strangers, okay? These are people that the only thing they want to do is help you. It's the only reason why they're on there. Most of these people aren't getting paid. They've either been there before or just feel the need to help. And they can. If you're a veteran, there's a lot of stuff that we went through as vets that normal people just don't go through. Okay? The people on the other end of this line understand. They're veterans for the most part. They've been there. You finally want to come home? You finally want to be a mother or a father or a sister or a brother or a son or a daughter? You can be again. Reach out for help. I know there have been times in my life where I wanted to make it stop, where I could feel other people's anger just push me down or the cruelness of this world hammering on me. And I've also been the person that is so full of rage that all I wanted to do was smash everything and hurt anybody that even thought of hurting me. Neither of those are the answer. I've done those things for you, okay? You don't have to do that, all right? There's a saying in 12-step programs: don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle. The miracle is just reaching out for help. The miracle is one day you're going to find your tribe. I know. It's crazy, but you will. I did. I found a group of people that love me for who I am and want to be there for me. They're out there for you. There's a niche for everybody in this world. Believe me, okay? So if you're feeling that way, these numbers have been on the screen for a bit. I don't want to make this a long, complicated, me rambling video. All I really want you to know is that I love you. If you don't feel like anybody else in your life loves you, I do. And it's not just that I'm obligated to love you because I'm a reverend. And I really am, by the way. It's not just a title I threw on there to sound cool. And I know by looking at me, you're thinking, hey, there's no way you felt that way. You're too suave and debonair. Well, you'd be wrong on that. So please, I'm begging you. You can do this. I know the demons are 10 feet tall when your back is turned and you feel them. And you feel them. It's that Herculean movement of just turning your head around and facing them. And you find out they're about 2 inches tall. Okay? I know I've been looking down a lot. That's because this camera keeps going out of focus. It's my own personal problem. And if you can't face them alone, and almost nobody can, we'll face them together. Call that number on the screen. If you're a vet, call the vets, man. If it's PTSD and the stuff that happened to you in the Army that's the problem, these people are your brothers and sisters in arms. They'll help you come home, okay? If you're just a civilian, just a civilian. If you're not in the military and you're sobbing in your bed or you've been there for a couple of days, you can get through this. And we can get through this together, okay? I apologize again about my voice. One of the other gajillion things that seems to be happening in my life is that I suffer from some kind of autoimmune gig that when I get tired makes my voice sound like I'm a 7-year-old blues singer. But, what can you do? I love you. Keep your heads up, as always. And please, please stay safe during these crazy times. Have a good night, my brothers and sisters.